Hello everyone, my name is Kenny Cormandy from the YouTube channel Meyer Gun Reviews, and today we are taking a fresh look at a 2016 version of Craftsman's Benjamin Trail NP XL1100. I actually wanted to get the 725 model in 25 caliber, but the lowest price seller was out of them and they only had the 22, and I decided to get the 22 again. I reviewed this gun 3.5 years ago and decided we'd take a look and see if they've made any changes to it. This gun normally retails for $299.99. It is a long gun. It is 48.25 inches long. It has a 19.5 inch steel shrouded barrel. They say 9.7 pounds, but with the scope it's actually about 10.5 pounds. They claim it takes 40 pounds of cocking effort. I have measured this one several times. It comes in at 39.5 pounds of cocking effort. And it's claimed at 1100 feet per second shooting alloy pellets, 950 feet per second shooting lead pellets. It comes with a welded on weaver mount for your scope, and it comes with a 3 to 9 by 40 millimeter adjustable objective mil-dot scope. That works very good. This one had a defective scope on it. The eye relief piece back here would not stay tight, and after about 3 shots the reticle would go fuzzy. You'd adjust it, take another 3 shots, and the reticle would go fuzzy. So I called Craftsman, took the scope off, packaged it up, shipped the scope off to him, and about 2 weeks later I got a brand new scope. This gun right now has the hammers 3 to 9 by 40 millimeter adjustable objective scope. It is very much like the original scope that comes on it, and I, for the life of me, can't figure out why you cannot buy a hammers from any of the airgun retailers, because this hammers 3 to 9 by 40 scope is a very good scope. I believe it's priced in the mid-60s, and this scope is designed specifically for air guns. You go to their website and you will not find it in the regular scopes. You look to air gun scopes and you will find this 3 to 9 by 40 AO scope in there. It's specifically an air gun scope, and it does very well. I do like the original center point 3 to 9 by 40 scope. I found it to be a very good scope. I had one on my Trail NP, I had one on my first Trail NP XL, and the one that came on this Trail NP XL had a bad eye relief piece, but the new one came and I checked it out, and it fits a lot more snug and it's gonna work just fine. Okay, like I said, the gun retails for $299.99 usually, but everybody seems to have it on sale right now. When I went looking for this one, they were out of 25 caliber, but they had the 22 caliber for $212.91 plus shipping and handling, which came out to about $235. And I now see it on Amazon.com for as low as $209.99 for the 25 caliber version, which is what I originally wanted, plus free shipping. And says they've only got 6 left, so I expect them to be sold out by tomorrow after this video is posted. For the 22 caliber, Amazon wants $238.62, and for the 177 caliber, which is rated at 1500 feet per second, they have them for $214 plus, with free shipping. So there are some pretty good deals out there, and all the major gun retailers seem to have it on sale right now for $259.95. So it was a very good deal on this gun right now. So for starters, let's take a close-up look at this gun and see if there's any changes. Okay, here's our steel jacketed barrel. It's a little bit dirty right here from my paws grabbing it to cock it. And no open sights on it. The stock on this one is a little more bland than my original one. And I've also noticed that my original had carved checkering. This one has pressed checkering on it. It is nowhere near as elaborate or as good looking as the original carved checkering. And you can just barely see the B in there. It used to be very pronounced on the carved checkering version. It's got a nice thumb hole stock, a nice rubber butt pad, elevated cheek rest for both left and right-handed shooters. They're welded on rail, and they're 3 to 9 by 40 adjustable ejected scope, and they still have their lousy trigger. And this gun, what I did was I just removed the trigger guard, took out the adjusting screw, and put a 3 by 10 millimeter adjusting screw in there, and it's a very nice, very nice trigger with that adjusting screw in it. Okay, here you can see the pressed in Benjamin name, and it really kind of fades out. You can hardly even see the registered trademark back there. The checkering is so much cheaper than it was on the older version. And also, this gun also comes with a swivel sling mount up front and a stud mount for a rear sling, and which the original gun came with the sling, but after January of 2013 they no longer came with the sling. So they have taken a few shortcuts on this gun, as far as what it looks like. And as a matter of fact, the stock on this one, I should have shown you the right side. If this wood was skin, you would say it's someone with a lot of stretch marks. It just, the stock is not near as attractive as the original one, but still not bad. Performance-wise, this one actually puts out just a little bit more muzzle energy than the original one. My first one measured 36.5 pounds of cocking effort, and I actually had to break that gun down and put a new piston seal in it. I only picked up about a half foot-pound of muzzle energy, but the rifle got a lot more consistent, a little more accurate. For accuracy, this gun is not quite as accurate as the original one. Of course, I did tune that one. And just like the original one, this gun seems to have a few more flyers. So I got a feeling that I'm going to have to break this one down and put a new piston seal on this one too. And I was looking at a diagram of this gun, the exploded view, and I think I've got an idea for possibly tweaking the power a little bit on it. So I think after this review, I'm going to take a look at that and just see what kind of power and accuracy we can get out of this thing. But like I said, this gun has got a few more flyers than the old one did after I rebuilt it, and so I think it's got the same problem with the piston seal. Generally, it was a pretty accurate at, it was very accurate at 12 yards, and at 20 yards I got as tight as a .78 inch shot pattern at 12 yards. That was shooting the JSB Exact Jumbo Monster, the 25.39 grain pellets. I got a .79 inch group with the JSB Exact Jumbo Heavy 18.13, and shooting the H&N Terminators, I got a .95 inch pattern with one flyer. So without the flyer, it was actually a .7 inch shot pattern. and it did a pretty good job shooting the Crosman Premier Ultra Magnum dome pellets. At 20 yards, I got a 1.03 inch shot pattern, so about a 1 inch pattern. Everything's about an inch or less on it, so that's not too bad. I've kind of lost track of how many shots have been fired through this gun. I'm thinking 250 to 300 pellets. And power, it has really done good. It's rated at 1,100 feet per second with alloy pellets and 950 feet per second with lead pellets. And this one, shooting the RWS Hypermax 9.9 grain alloy pellet, had a low of 1,099 feet per second and a high of 1,111 feet per second, averaging 1,104 feet per second. That's only a 12.52 foot per second extreme spread, standard deviation 4.47 feet per second, and that 1,111 foot per second shot generated 27.14 foot-pounds muzzle energy. The Crosman Premier Dome actually had the most power of a hunting pellet at 14.3 grains. That one had a high of 912.4 feet per second, and that shot generated 26.44 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. And the extreme spread was only 7.44 feet per second. The only more consistent pellet was the H&N Terminator 16.36 grain pellet. That one had a high of 844.5 feet per second. This extreme spread of 5.97, standard deviation of 2.64. It was an average of 25.82 foot-pounds of muscle energy. So let me put up the power numbers here first, and then we'll go to the accuracy test. Okay, the first accuracy test is going to be the H&N Terminator, which I pulled one shot on this. Otherwise, the 4 other pellets was a 0.7 inch shot pattern. So let's take a look at that. Okay, now I did an accuracy test both with this gun and the Benjamin Jim Shockey Steel Eagle MP2, which is supposed to be the new replacement for this gun. And I shot them both on the same day, and it was a windy day. There was a lot of interruptions. I was using a new shooting bag and trying to get comfortable with that, and I didn't do the best job in the world because of all the distractions and the wind and everything else. But also, let's take a look at those 4, which will be the Crosman Premier Dome, the H&N Terminator, the JSB Exec Jumbo Heavy, and Jumbo Monsters. This gun is pretty accurate, and it's going to get more accurate after I go through it. And with the prices out there right now for this gun, especially the 25 caliber at $209.99, like I said, after I post this video, I expect their shelves to be empty there at Amazon for that price, because that's a better price than what you can get the Steel Eagle NP2 at. And this one comes with a much better scope too, as well as a lot more power. I guess the bottom line is they have cheapened the gun up a little bit using the press checkering and not the carved checkering. And it looks like the wood's just a little bit cheaper that they make the stock out of. But overall, it's still a very good gun, a powerful gun, fairly stealth, low to mid 90 decibel range, and it's just all in all going to be a good gun for a lot of years. And as far as the trigger goes, if you take this trigger guard off and just put a washer under the screw, then just pull that 3 by 5 millimeter adjusting screw out of there and use a 10 millimeter, just run it in about 5 millimeters and then start, cocking it and adjusting it until you get it to where you want it. And then once you got it right, just take that back screw out and the washer off and put that trigger guard back on, and you've really got a nicer trigger than you do with the NP2 once you change that adjusting screw. And that's a very, very cheap fix. But that's my review of the 2016 version of the Benjamin Trail NPXL. Thank you for watching.